Ha! Little trade another day.
And you know what? If it doesn't happen, and for some reason the charts change,
Little trade another day.
and tomorrow I'm the biggest bear out there, so be it.
You win some, you lose some, but you little trade another day. Little make another play. You win some, you lose some, but you little trade another day. Little make another play. Little trade another day. Little trade another day. Little make another play. Win some, you lose some, but you little trade another day. Little make another play. Scared money don't make no money. 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 You win some, you lose some, but you little trade another day. Little make another play. Is it the bottom yet? I'm trying to buy out everything. Not gonna get upset. Just pull the trigger, let it bang. When I see a trade, I'm hopping in like an Uber to secure my future up early, just like a rooster. Eyes glued to the computer, looking for a bag or two. Market cipher on the screen, compliments a trading view. Now I know what I'ma do. Buy low and sell high. Even if you try and fail, at least you did.
Let's go, guys.
I don't wanna
Shout
be
out
the
to
type of guy that let
Crown
fear
Chakra.
win. I'm the one that dive in
What?
head first and bust my chin.
That's my favorite line. I'm the one to dive in head first and bust my chin. I love it. I love it. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Dano Crypto. On this channel, we show you guys how to make simple, effective, and easy moves in the cryptocurrency ecosystem. So today is going to be high volatility. We got the FOMC meeting that is going to be happening at 2 o'clock, I believe. I think it's 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock. I gotta double check the time, but it's happening this afternoon. So we have some market volatility. We have BTC fighting the 200-day moving average, sitting at $84,000. And are we going to get a pump off of a possible rate cut from the feds, because they're being pressured more than they've ever been pressured to move towards QE, quantitative easing? We've been tightened. We've been choke pointed. We have all of this bullish news that's breaking today. We have XRP SEC case has been dropped completely. So we're going to play the video that Brad Garlinghouse posted, and we're going to get into a little bit of some info and do a little bit of education on XRP for the people that are just first coming into crypto, and maybe they want to know a little bit about XRP and why maybe it is pumping, why even retail's even talking about it. We're going to get into Ethereum. Ethereum finally started moving. It's over 2K. We got a lot of stuff to cover today, guys, but hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, ding the bell to be notified, and we are going to have some fun today. We're going to have some fun. We're going to see how the markets are going to trade up into the FOMC. A lot of the time that's a little dicey, so we're going to show you guys the entries that we're in currently right now, and we're going to bring you some of the news. We're going to read some articles. We're going to show the charts. We're going to do all that stuff, and make sure you guys please just hit the like button. We got to get the likes past 10 likes before, like, as we start, because remember, guys, the only way that this show is going to get spread through the ether, through the timeline here in crypto, is that if you hit the like button. You have to show YouTube that you like this channel by hitting the like button. That's why it's there. So share this with a friend. Make sure you guys are checking out all the links in the description, all the partners of the channel. It's a great way to directly support the channel, and also shout out to the sponsors of the channel, Beancoin. Beancoin is the world's first coffee meme incentive program, and this is a grassroots coffee crypto brand that we are we're starting it from the ground up, baby. So if you want to get some coffee, you're out of coffee, and you live in the United States, right now I think I just want to ship to the United States, because the ship, unless you want to pay for the shipping, which would be a little pricey, I can send it to you in Australia or wherever the hell you are. But make sure you guys are checking this out. Check out the merch if you want to be a part of the street team and all that stuff and support a crypto business. Now, make sure you're in the Discord, so you're going to get updates. You'll get the prices, you get the gas prices. You'll see who is actually active in the community, and you can also let yourselves be known in the Hangout and chat, and you can post some things in here. Make sure you guys do that. But let's get into right now just the Bitcoin price, and we'll go into the altcoins. Some of our altcoins that we like, that we hold, are pumping. We had XYO up 19% today. This was one of the coins that is in our bags that we like to talk about. And so it has actually, 20%. So against everything right now, XYO is doing really well. So we told you guys, whenever ETH starts to wake up and finally move, the good fundamental projects that are ERC20 token projects are going to do well. So like XYO is a great example of right when ETH starts to move, ETH only moved like 7-10% or something like that. ETH went up like 10%, and XYO went up against it with it 20%. So that's really, really good. Super bullish. We're happy about that. And XRP up 10% on the news of the SEC case being fully dropped. So we're going to get into that. We're going to see. And we already were doing some TA on XRP. We had, if we were looking at the 4 hour here, if you watched one of the live streams, last week, we're saying, hey, XRP does look like it's due for a breakout. The breakout would be getting back up to that $3.40, or at least to get up to that $3 resistance level. And the next stop for XRP, if retail's talking about XRP as much as they are, then they need to start buying, because if that's the case, then maybe I will believe in XRP going to $10, because then we'll get a retail FOMO buy, But it's just crazy, you talk about Bitcoin for years and years and years to these people, and then they come to you and say, well, what's up with this XRP? And you're like, pfft. But I digress. But we're still going to trade it. We might even buy a little XRP ourselves. Obviously, you'd say, hey, why didn't you buy it down here? Well, it is what it is. You can't buy everything. You can't hold every coin. We told Headband that this morning. She's trying to make us get all butthurt and make us think that if we're not holding a specific coin, then we're not going to make it. And that's not true. There's thousands of coins out there, guys, and some of them go up thousands of percent. Some of them go up hundreds. Some of them don't go anywhere at all. So really, we're kind of all at the mercy of the sentiment of the crypto markets here. And, it's, but basically what I said is like, look, if I don't have XRP, that doesn't mean I'm not going to make it. I mean, gosh, I hold ticker Bitcoin. I believe very strongly that I will still make it because I have the ticker. I have the ticker. I have 2 Bitcoin. How can I not make it if I'm buying 2 different Bitcoins? How can I not make it if I'm buying 2 different Bitcoins? I don't know. I think the odds are still in my favor, but even so, for the culture, for the community, we hold coins. We buy stuff like we'll buy some XRP. We bought a little XRP. I think we bought $50 the other day. We bought some XRP. We bought some. We have some Doge. We have some Bitcoin. We have some Pepe. It's like we hold these things for the culture. We hold them for the culture. We hold them to signal that we like crypto. We don't want to be tribalistic. We don't want to always be tribalistic and say, like we've made our jokes and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, the winners are winners, and we do want to be at least positioned in some of the winners, And if it's XRP, then damn it, it's XRP. But let's see what's happening. Let's see what's going on. We're gonna get some wick. Guys, just be prepared. FOMC is today. It's gonna happen. There's always volatility. There are talks that Jerome Powell might not cut it's just going to keep him the same. But he's being pressured right now by the Trump administration to start cutting the rates, baby. Because once they start easing and the Fed signals that now we're going to be on a faster trajectory to cut the rates, then that's going to, I think, push sentiment into crypto a lot higher. And I think we will get a pretty short-term volatility, with that decision, but it'll signal if he's going to be dovish and not hawkish for the rest of these next 4 months, then it will push the markets up. The stock market, I think, will also react positively. So hopefully the discussion that we have today is going to lead into some bullish momentum, but we have to be prepared that if they don't cut the rates and it just still stays the same, then I think people are going to, the market makers are probably going to take advantage of this. They're going to dump it. They'll go off of the kind of poor sentiment, and then it'll just fuel more of a sell-off. But I will say, caveated to what's happening in the ETF realm, yesterday on the 18th, we had 17th and 18th, starting this week, we finally had some inflows in the ETFs for Bitcoin. So this is good news. We have some flows. Like they were selling hard for the past couple of weeks. Basically for the past 5, 6, 7 weeks, they've been selling off massively in February and all in March, just selling off. And the same with the ETH ETF, they've just been selling, had a little bit of buying, Fidelity buying a little bit. Yesterday they were selling, but now we're actually seeing some possible, more inflows. Maybe we'll see some inflows into the ETH ETF. I've been saying that I think that's going to be the catalyst that actually pushes ETH up, is the ETF inflows. All right, so are you guys having fun yet? Are you having fun? I know. I'm sorry, guys. I know this market is volatile. Some people, I'm reading the chat, said, Chris Profit said, I'm tired, Dano. And Crypto Fart said, agreed. I'm so tired. Lost all love for crypto now. Just want the cycle to end. That's what, guys, no, don't, because I was starting to kind of feel those things too. You start to go through crypto Twitter will do that. You got to get off crypto Twitter. You got to remember what got you into crypto to begin with. My wife always reminds me of this. She reminds me of this. And she's like, what? You remember how you were so excited about crypto and learning and the enthusiasm that you had of starting a channel? Like, what made you want to even make a channel to begin with? Is because you enjoyed crypto. You liked talking about it. It gave you something. Gave you something to be creative on. So this is what we have to remind ourselves, guys. Like, the markets will make us feel so depressed and so bipolar and frustrated, but we have to remember what brought us here to begin with. This is an opportunity. It's something. It's the cutting, bleeding edge of where the world's going, guys. So you're not wrong to be here, and you're also not wrong to feel those emotions that you're feeling. It's okay. Like, it is part of the journey. So this is why we're here. This is why we have a channel. It's not about always price go up and all that stuff. It is about us believing in something. It's about us believing in something. Like, it's us, like, actually as a community, we can believe in something. And why not it be our damn selves in this market? Let's believe in ourselves. Let's believe in each other. Let's not be so damn tribalistic all the time. I'm trying my best. Look, I'm willing to have AI teach me a little bit more about XRP. Maybe I need to learn a little bit more about XRP. So we're going to talk about it today. So we're going to learn together. I've mentioned off the cuff stuff that, hey, might not be true. And, if you think about it, XRP, Coinbase, the people that have been under attack by the SEC for this past 4 years, I would imagine that there's probably a lot of price suppression that had happened, and we probably could have pumped even sooner. So maybe this is just lagging and it's not priced in, and we do have some more room to grow. So we're going to talk about this stuff. We're going to talk about all of these things today. But let's get into the Bitcoin price real quick. So let's look at the fighting 200-day moving average. This is what we've been fighting, guys. As you can see here, we've been fighting the 200-day moving average. It's been kind of skirting around 83 to 84,000. Just call it 80. Just call it 84,000 right now. We've been fighting it hard. So boom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times we've battled this 200-day moving average. This 200-day moving average, we've been fighting it. So once we fully break through and we break this resistance, then the next short-term stop would be that $86,600 level. And if we can complete that pattern, then the next stop would be 92. So we just are waiting for that confirmation from the feds, and this could actually give us a squeeze in between 86 and 92. Okay? So just wait for the volatility, but I do think that we're probably going to get a squeeze into, because we've been oversold. I mean, if you think about it, we've kind of just been oversold in general. If you're looking at, let's say, like the RSI, we'll go to the SMI, a stochastic momentum index. I feel like we, right here in the beginning of the, let's see, on the daily here, yeah, I still think we were oversold, and also we do have a bit of a bullish divergence. I guess you'd call this a bullish divergence, right? You got what Jason Casper would call the uneven butt cheeks, the uneven butt cheek pattern. And shout out to all the people that are in here right now. Thank you so much for coming in. Shout out to AI Griff. Shout out to Steve Randall Jr. coming in hot. And we got Sin, we got Crypto Fart, Chris Profit, Kenyatta. Stay calm. Thank you guys so much for being here. You guys are amazing. You are OG Dano Dojo crew members, and we really do appreciate you guys for being here. Like I said, this would not be a show if it weren't for you guys. And we got the likes up past 10 likes. Thank you so much. If we could get the likes up, that would be so amazing, because this is what's going to push this channel out for people. Because we got a juicy show for you today. We got a juicy show. We're gonna cover a good wide spectrum of the alts, the BTC price, XRP. We're gonna get into Pulse Chain. We're gonna get into kind of all the things that are happening right now. All right, so let's watch this video by Brad Garlinghouse and the Ripple XRP team. It's 4 minutes long, so let's watch this if you haven't watched it. Let's check it out.
As many of you know, just over 4 years ago, the United States SEC filed its lawsuit against Ripple. I'm finally able to announce that this case has ended. It's over. Sitting here today and reflecting on 4 years ago, it seems very clear to me that this case was doomed from the start. In so many ways, it was the first major shot fired in the war on crypto. I truly felt like I knew then that Ripple was not only on the right side of the law, but I felt that we were also going to be proven to be on the right side of history.
It really, I think, sends an ominous sign for innovation around cryptocurrency in the United States. Picking winners in general has not been something the US government should be in the business of doing.
I think the judge realizes this is not just about Ripple. This will have broader implications. As Mary Jo White, the former head of the SEC, has said publicly that she views this as a dead wrong, and the SEC is dead wrong on this decision.
Ripple is the first company with the resources, determination, and grit to fight back against the agency's overreach. And today, this journey finally concludes. Today is a victory and a long overdue surrender by the SEC. The SEC, under Chairman Gary Gensler, went after the whole industry, using the same arguments they used against us. They weren't out.
Gary's back. I think Gary's back at MIT telling people to read the Bitcoin white paper. I love it. It's like Gary is such an interesting dude. He's like he was the main character and villain of crypto, but then in the back end, it's like he loves Satoshi Nakamoto. He actually, I think he loves Bitcoin, and so it's just so interesting that how Gary became this person that everyone hates in crypto, and also because of the lawfare, you know, that obviously that Brad Garlinghouse was talking about, and how everything was handled. But I just something makes me think, like, was Gary really the guy behind it all? Was Gary Gensler really the guy? Was it him? Or was someone pulling the strings in the background? I don't know. It's fun to think about it.
To protect investors. They were out to intimidate and terrorize. The regulator, whose primary purpose is to protect investors, went all in on a non-fraud, victimless lawsuit and wiped out $15 billion of value from innocent XRP holders. The SEC was the market manipulator. The SEC wasn't seeking justice. They were seeking to win a case at any cost. Forces inside our government aligned with the SEC and embarked on a campaign of debanking anyone associated with the crypto industry. This was lawfare, a war of legal terror. Fortunately, the judge rebuked the SEC multiple times in this journey. First, for lacking a, quote, faithful allegiance to the law. The SEC was sanctioned in our case for discovery abuses, and the pattern was repeated in other crypto cases.
Well, let's just say they're trying to confuse you.
We won then.
I love that. Let's just say they're trying to confuse you guys. Just so you know, they're just trying to confuse you. Yeah, of course. I mean, that's kind of what government does. They have like all of this government jargon and talk and certain terms, and they're like, it confuses the hell out of you, and you're like, what are you actually talking about?
On every critical legal point, proving that the digital asset XRP is not a security. That is now the law, and those wins have laid the groundwork for policymakers to adopt a set of rules for crypto that are in line with nearly a century of securities law. With today's news, the war on crypto has ended in defeat for those who turned our own government against a technology and an entire industry. I'm heartened that we have paved the way for other industry players to see the value in not backing down, and for others to use our legal playbook to fight back. We are now closing a chapter in crypto history. I think we are all stronger for our prior litigation successes and today's landmark victory. Progress is worth fighting for. We won multiple pro-crypto victories at the ballot box last year. It's time to make the US the crypto capital of the world. Thankfully, we have new leadership in executive and legislative branches of our government. That leadership is actively seeking a rational and constructive way forward on crypto. Let's make the most of this. This is an incredibly promising moment. Let's come together. Let's leave the tribalism behind. But let me make it clearer that my main message, what Ripple's main message today, is about gratitude. It's gratitude to everyone who stood by us, to every Ripple employee, to the incredible legal team here at Ripple, led by the best chief legal officer in the business, Stu Alderodi. Gratitude certainly to the XRP family, to our customers, to our partners. Thank you. We couldn't have won this battle without all of you being behind us and working together. I truly believe we all agree there's immense opportunity with the largest economy in the world finally taking a pro-crypto and pro-innovation approach to build this technology in order to solve real-world problems for people around the planet. This was a fight Ripple never wanted, but one we knew we had to win. And today, emphatically, we have. Thank you.
All right, so that was a good message. I think that was a good response from Ripple, acknowledging the community, acknowledging kind of the tribalism that I'm sure he's obviously aware of, and yeah, it was a good message. You know, it's good. That actually, if you think about it, that can get you bullish whether you like XRP or not. You know, because it's just signaling for the rest of the market and innovators and people that have, are working on other blockchains, and there could be something to all of this. So let's root for XRP Army and the community, even if we are not like big holders ourselves. You know, we got a little bit, but obviously we have more Bitcoin. We kind of we're hedging more into Bitcoin, and that might be you as well. But XRP's always been kind of in this background. It's always been the butt of this discussion when it comes to the legality of crypto, and also being the banker's coin. So we'll see what happens. We're going to see. It's all about liquidity, guys. So, I mean, we're going to see where the liquidity flows. And, hey, if liquidity's flowing into XRP per stablecoin issuance, and for them to use that stablecoin for then the banking global trade, or, you know, payments between banks using the ledger, then that could add more market cap, and hopefully with the supply and demand mechanism, it'll push the price. So then we have to just kind of think about then the tokenomics, how much of that Ripple that's in that, or that XRP is in escrow. Are they going to make sure they don't like release too much out into the supply? Like, it's all that stuff. You know, that's the only woes and worries that people have with XRP, is that, hey, you know, what's up with all that escrow? But only time will tell. That's why it's a bet. Everything's a bet. Everything's a hedge. You know, you're not guaranteed Ripple going to $100. We're not guaranteed Bitcoin going to $200,000. We are all in a belief system here. We're all, and then the network effects are what is going to then take that belief and turn it into a reality, and then that's how we're going to know, okay, that's where the money is flowing, and then we can take our belief and just see it as a actual reality and action from the financial institutions. So we're just going to have to let the cycle play out and not get too impatient, because then that's what's going to end up making us either be fully sidelined or not come out of the cycle with more crypto and more gains than you had from the previous. And yeah, speaking of Tron, we've been trying to get Justin Sun's attention. He's been like bull posting about Tron memes and like, hey, you know, come to the ecosystem. I'm like, yo, we got Beancoin. Help me launch Beancoin on Tron, and let's get that liquidity going. Let's go. All right, so awesome message. And so let's go back to the markets. I want to check the markets because it's looking pretty volatile right now. It's kind of swinging back and forth. Let's look at Bitcoin. Let's make sure we keep our finger on the dial here with the markets. And thank you guys again for coming in. Hit the like button. Check out the links in the description. All that good stuff. And we appreciate you guys very much. So yeah, I think Bitcoin's just fighting this area right here. This area, I don't know why this is such a stupid level that we can't seem to push through. It's just ridiculous. It's only $84,000. It's not like, what is going on? It's because this level, I guess, has been a very interesting level of resistance. Here, swoop. Here, resistance. It's just like, it's just nasty resistance. Like, look at that. That's just bleh. It's not fun. People getting chopped. But let's see how the trades are doing. Okay. All right. They're back up. We got positioned. Last time we did this, we did it right before the FOMC meeting last time and put in a trade, and then the FOMC and the Feds just didn't do anything. It was like, yeah, we're not doing nothing. And the trades, Bitcoin ended up being super volatile and went south. But this time we thought, there actually might be some more bullish moves on this FOMC, because this one is the most important one. And Benjamin Cohen made a joke and said, this is the most important FOMC meeting we've ever had in history until the next one. It's always like that. We think each one is the most important one we're ever going to see in our lifetime. But yeah, trades are doing good. We told you guys on X, posted earlier, that we were going to go long Pepe, long XRP, and long Bitcoin, because we're feeling the momentum. We're feeling the momentum, and we're going to see how these trades play out with the FOMC coming up here in just a few hours. Okay, let's go into some of the projected. Today's FOMC meeting is the most important one yet until the next. 99% expect no rate change. That's crazy. So let's, it's the Fed Watch. Let's see if that's still a thing. Yeah, 99% say it ain't going anywhere. But what if Jerome Powell comes out with a curveball and says we're going to cut at 25 basis points? And the market just starts flying. And also, maybe they signify that maybe they are going to cut it for the next meeting, which is in April. But here's the thing. April 29th, or April, what is that? April, is that what that? Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. ETH is acting like the AOL of crypto. But you have to think about it. We explained this, that ETH is like Microsoft. I remember Rob Paul talking about this, and I loved that explanation that Ethereum is kind of like Microsoft and Solana is like Apple. So Microsoft has, through the years of its development and dev support and resources and all of that stuff, they're like deeply embedded in the traditional financial systems and their computers and in medical, just office tech and IT in general has been predominantly dominated by Microsoft. So that's kind of how in my brain I think about Ethereum as just like the next institutional play, that Ethereum will be the strongest dominant like EVM. It's literally a virtual programming internet machine that you can use, and also you can use and make your own layer to then piggyback off of Ethereum. So this is what the traditional financial systems are growing into. And the thing about it is we're all thinking that institutions are like paying attention to all these side chains and all this stuff. They're not. They don't understand it. They don't even know what the hell it is. They literally don't know what it is. But they are now being educated about Ethereum. It takes a little bit. So it's like we've all known about Ethereum for what, 4 years, however long you've known about Ethereum. Since I found out about Ethereum in 2019, I guess. Like I started hearing about it. I was like, what? I was like, Ether? What the hell is that? Because I knew about Bitcoin. I wasn't buying it yet, but then I started hearing about that, and I was like, what the hell? What is this? I don't know what the hell. I don't know what the hell this is. So it's the same thing with the traditional financial systems and TradFi. They are going to adopt Ethereum because it's just the next thing. It's the next thing. For applications, think about it. Their applications are going to be ran on Ethereum. And then think about all of once they start knowing about ETH yield and then the staking and all that stuff, and then it's just going to be a floodgate into ETH. This is how we do get a 10K ETH, because ETH if you really want to go by metrics and data, Ethereum's the most undervalued coin in the entire space. Ethereum is the most undervalued coin in the entire space. If you think about what Ethereum is and what it does, it's the most undervalued. Ethereum should easily be at $1 trillion. No problem. And Bitcoin should be at 10. Look at the ratio split. 1.6 trillion market cap and a $245 billion market cap. This thing should be at 2 trillion minimum and Bitcoin at 10. But this is where I think we're heading, but we have to have patience. People would say, you're a crazy person for thinking that ETH would even get close to that. But I'm not. I'm not that crazy. I'm not that crazy to think so. We have to be bullish on ETH and just kind of know and foresee that the traditional financial system is going to run on Ethereum. It's just going to run on Ethereum at its base level. We just need, like I said, we need Vitalik to put on a suit. We need Vitalik to put on a suit and go and meet with Trump, shake his hand, bring a film crew. They need to have lunch together. And Ethereum would pump to 4 to 5K overnight. It would pump to 4 to 5K overnight. People would, the market would signal Vitalik's ready to play ball. He is ready to take the creatine. He's ready to take the creatine. He's ready to start developing some muscle tone. Let's do it. Let's hope for the best. Let's all hope for the best, my friends. If you're just coming in, thank you so much. Hit the like button. Do all the things. Let's keep going. Or just keep checking the Bitcoin price. We're checking it. All right. Let's see what's going to happen in the next couple hours. Is Jerome going to chop the bears? Is Jerome going to chop the bearishness in half with the massive green candle? So, stories today. We got Bank of Japan. There's multiple central bank meetings that are happening. It's not just ours. So now Japan, they're holding their rates. So that's what's happening with them. But then we have Tether mints $1 billion amid market speculation. And was this the mint that was on Tron? Yes. Okay. Tether Treasury has minted $1 billion pegged to the US dollar on the Tron network. So this action is part of a routine inventory replenishment, according to Tether's official statement. Despite speculation from the crypto community about an upcoming market pump, these newly minted tokens are not yet in circulation but prepared for future issuance and chain swaps. So yeah, anytime you see a big mint like that with either USDC or USDT, and then you see it moving around into these and being sent in the exchanges, that's like they're buying the dip. They're ready to snatch up something. And let's see. Anything else? Oh yeah, this is another, speaking of Tron. So Tron will be soon available on Solana. So let's see how that's going to play out. So we'll have Tron being able to hold your Tron and bridge it over to the Solana ecosystem. So let's see what Tron is on right now. You can have the Ethereum. Let's see, contracts for Tron. You can obviously hold it on Tron. You can hold it on BNB, and you can hold it on Ethereum. And so pretty soon you'll have a Solana pair. Let's see how that plays out. Be very interesting to see. Okay, anything else that we want to cover on the news? Oh, okay, let's see. Yeah, covered, XRP soars 10% after the Ripple case announcement. And then, ETH Zoom 7% up with Bitcoin traders watching that 80K support ahead of FOMC. We're watching obviously it's steady at 84,000 and close eye on the $80,000 mark as critical support levels. So, so we have that same level marked because this is where we just bounced from. If you're looking at a bounce point, that's where we just bounced. So if we get rejection and we kind of start to trade up into 85 and we get rejected, then we could potentially, if the Fed signals hawkish signalage, then this would be the move. We're going back down to 80. It'd be a quick move. It'd be probably like a nice little destruction move. And then we bounce hard off of 80,000 support with some buying pressure. And we just have to see how we move through this next level. But if we're bullish and we get a bullish move and we break through the resistance, then we're going to trade into this range. We'll trade between 85 and 86. And if I go to the 4 hour, you'll see both of these ranges between here, 86 to 92, would then be the next area of resistance. And so gold reached new all-time highs. We talked about that yesterday. Yesterday's live stream was a discussion about gold and silver and how these are leading indicators of a move of liquidity into Bitcoin and also into the underlying market cap assets of Bitcoin as well. One of them now, obviously, you're seeing ETH moving a little bit. So a lot of the times in previous years of market uncertainty and the dollar losing strength, gold is broken out. But then usually afterwards, we have Bitcoin growing and being a lagging pump afterwards. So leading to observations of an inverse correlation with Bitcoin, which is currently influenced by Fed policy, uncertainty, and a shift to the traditional safe havens. So ETH gains were coupled with a 4% gain in meme coin Doge. So we've talked about how whenever we have ETH move, and also Bitcoin move, we have bullishness in Doge, Pepe, strong ETH-based meme coins like Mog. Mog is doing really well. These are established meme coins that have been around for the past 2 years at least. And so we've talked about how if we even get just minimal moves in ETH, we're going to see 20%, 30%, 40%, like on the day possibly. And then in the week, even up 100% if we get moves with ETH going up like 10, 15, 20%. We'll start to see these tokens really go up. And elsewhere, majors XRP, BNB, Solana, Cardano rose 3%. Trons dipped after a surge of 5% earlier in the day as meme coin trading picked up on the blockchain, following a no-fee update in the Sunpump platform. So Sunpump is kind of like the pump.fun, like of Solana, but on Tron. That's their meme coin creation platform. So they announced that they have no fees. So and Justin Sun is really trying to bull post about getting people to add liquidity and start doing meme trading and things like that on the Tron blockchain. Let's see. Oh yeah, and then the ETH BTC ratio, trading pair of Ethers against Bitcoin, rose about 0.23 to 2.4 since Asian morning opens, indicative of a bump in demand for riskier ETH versus the perceived safety of Bitcoin. So we haven't looked at the ETH BTC pair. Let's check that. Let's look at the ETH BTC and see how that's looking. Yeah, 0.24. Yeah, it's starting to rise up. Nice. All right, let's go. Looks like we got a little inverse head and shoulders pattern kind of forming here. If we break up, then man, oh my gosh, if we break up to the neckline, then we could start to see some movements right back up to a ETH BTC pair with 6.027, that would look pretty sweet. We've been kind of waiting for that. We're like, look, when are we going to start getting people, actually swapping using a little bit of their Bitcoin to get some ETH? It's looking good. And then total crypto market cap, excluding Bitcoin and ETH. I think it's really funny. We almost did we're doing kind of almost exactly this drawing right here. We did this drawing weeks and months last year, and we said, look, we're gonna break out of this inverse head and shoulders, cup and handle, then also a bull flag. Like, here you go. Like, here's like your flag right here, and the breakout point would be bringing us to $1.3 trillion, okay, in, I think, the next 2 to 3 months, because we're gonna get our little pre-altcoin season, like our pre-altcoin season again. I call it pre-altcoin season. It's like a teaser. I call it teaser altcoin season. It happened last year in between January, February, and March, and then we got a little juiciness after March, and then it was kind of like between March and May, we had some diciness, but then some things started to, it was lagging, so we had different narratives playing out that were pumping, and then liquidity moved from one thing to the next, and we saw different narratives starting to get the liquidity and the water flowing through these narratives. That's why we had these pumps with these altcoins, but this is excluding BTC and ETH, by the way. So, yeah. So kind of just to keep it in perspective of how we've still got so much more room to grow, guys. Like, anyone calling for a bear market right now, don't listen to them, because they're not studying what's happened in the past. And they're just getting scared. And I mean, cool, you can be all cash or be all stables and whatnot, or you can be waiting for a specific price. Like, I'm going to wait till blah, blah, blah. I'm going to wait till Bitcoin goes to 60K, or I'm going to wait till it goes to 73, then I'll buy. Like, that never works. Like, you just DCA. Anyone who's done that and has done it over the past 4 years, and even just did it just with Bitcoin, if they were just to say, hey, I'm just going to freaking DCA and call it a day, you'd be in profit. You're up in profit if you just did that with Bitcoin. Altcoins, different story. Altcoins is a different story. We obviously know that is a different story. Depending on what alts, though. You know, geez, if you're DCAing into XRP, then... ETH, different story. For sure, ETH is a different story. Yeah, if you're DCAing into ETH at 4K and you're crying right now. But if you believe that the traditional financial systems are going to use ETH for the next 10 years for their applications, then you don't freaking care that you bought it at 4K. Because you're still going to get a decent return if it goes to $10,000 to $15,000 in the next 5 to 10 years. It's just like the people who maybe they understood Bitcoin more than you did when it came out, and they were like, I'm going to hold this thing. I'm going to give it a shot. And I mean, you see the Twitter posts from 2011, 2012, 2013. They say, I just can't do it anymore. I just can't hold. Bitcoin's at $1,000, and I'm out. I'm out. And those people rest in peace, because now they see where it's gone, and they always come back to those posts and they go, man, what was I thinking? AI Griff said, I'm sidelined from 105K, sold 99% of my BTC, and now mine a few dollars a day in BTC. Yeah, I didn't. So here's the thing, guys. Like I told myself, like, I know there's going to be points in this cycle where I'm going to really want to take profits. One of those times was in January and February where my portfolio was at like max. It was like, it was going. It was like, look, I could probably take some profits right now. And I didn't. Maybe I'm an idiot. But I'm like, am I really taking profits right now? Why am I'm like, am I taking profits right now? And we're not even like, technically speaking, not even through with the cycle. So I'm just going a little bit more zoomed out. I'm thinking about August, September. I'm obviously going to probably on the way up there. We get back up 100K and we can actually get these ratios and all this stuff to start kind of lining up. We get the Feds cutting the rates and, you know, things. There's multiple indicators that will give us the indication. All right, this is when we sell. Like, this is still accumulation right now. I really believe it's still accumulation. Like, I look at the ticker, I'm like, wow. The ticker is the representation of accumulation because each time we've gotten in this purple box or close to it, we just freaking pump. Look, and each time it's key points in the market structure. Look. Here is you know, meme madness in 2023, pumps in that narrative. We have the pre-altcoin season, like I talked about, that was in 2024, that happened in March. Pump City. And then the lagging one that I talked about where it went up again in May. And then you see all the bullishness that happened with the move on ETH and the Trump pump and all that stuff. Look, pre-election. Each time, it's during this time has hit its peaks during the peaks of each strong narrative. Now, next time it gets up into this range, we'll be probably in like May, June, July. May, June, July. This is my prediction. You know, if you're looking at the spacing, like this is kind of be where we'll be at. Kind of an oscillating wave. So this is where I want to kind of start taking some profits. I feel like we're still in accumulation mode. I guess that's the point I'm trying to make. We're still in that juicy accumulation mode. Let's see, is our trade... Okay, cool. Our trades are doing pretty well. Our trades are doing well. I feel like we did get some pretty decent entries. You know, we got it before like the market started to do that lead up to the FOMC, because this is kind of what happens. We have a lead up into the FOMC. It's going to happen at like 2 or 3 o'clock. The next FOMC meeting is in 2 hours. Yeah, so it's at 2 o'clock. Yeah, so we're getting some price action leading up into this. Let's see what happens. Yeah. Like I said, we're long BTC, XRP, and Pepe. Those are the trades that we have open currently right now. let's see how many people were watching across all platforms. We got 7 people watching on X. Thank you. We have one person apparently is watching on Twitch, but I think it was a bot. Yeah, best viewers on Streambo. All right, you're added to the block list. All right, let's get this stream to 20 likes, baby. Baby dolls, as Somni would say. Baby dolls. Baby dolls. Let's get this stream to 20 likes. 20 likes before we end the stream. We're going to continue the stream until 12:30. 12:30. Not 30. 30. 30. 30. How do you say 30? Do you put the T in or do you go 30? And let your mouth like slur open like you have like molasses and 30. 30? Do you say 30 or 30? You let me know. Let me know in the chat. I hear something about malware on the Chrome extension. Oh, yes. Thank you for reminding me. Yes, that's very important. Okay. Guys, there is some type of thing happening with these extensions on Chrome. Something's happening with Chrome. There's some funky extension drama happening. Let me pull up. Let's see. Chrome extensions malware. Let's see. Yeah, that's what I told you about last time. Don't install any useless Chrome extension. It's full of cookies and stealers, crypto drainers. They just found out about this, but countless others are still active and no one will notice for years. This says, breaking, Microsoft just found a new remote access Trojan going after crypto in 20 different wallet extensions on Google Chrome. So be careful if you're using Google Chrome. I don't use Google Chrome, really. I use the Brave browser and Firefox, and I just kind of go between those. I've noticed that the Brave browser, and oh, by the way, the Brave wallet is dope. It's actually really cool. You can use Solana. You can use most of the popular networks on it. And also, there's MetaMask extension on Brave as well. And I've noticed that the Brave browser, works better DeFi. Like, Firefox, like I will use for DeFi, but it kind of sucks. Like for some of the crypto games and some of the like extensions where you connect the wallet, like it just doesn't work sometimes. So I will say that in my experience, the Brave browser works the best when it comes to DeFi and connecting with crypto games and stuff like that. It just seems to work. There's always these weird bugs and stuff that happen with Firefox. So hate to put you on blast, Firefox, but you gotta fix your extensions and how they work with these websites, because it is not working. Something ain't working right. All right, so yeah, major threat to Coinbase wallet and MetaMask users. This malware swipes credentials and keys, potentially causing hefty financial hits. Expect market jitters and possible regulatory spotlight as crypto security vulnerabilities get exposed. Yeah, guys, just like make sure like you also like you don't have all your wallets hot. Like don't have all your crypto on hot wallets. Like it needs to be like you got to have some cold storage. Like you need some of your crypto on cold storage, and it will just help you in the long run to just have a diversified hodl strategy. Because say you're a person that has all your crypto in a staking protocol platform. Okay, what if that goes down? What if all the money all your crypto you have in an exchange, and it's your favorite exchange, and you swear by it? It'll never go down. Well, guess what? It happens. It happens. Like platforms go down. They go bankrupt. Look what happened in 2022. A disaster. It was a disaster. And so imagine if even just half of the people that got burned had more of their money in their own storage, their own wallets, their own stuff. it wouldn't have been as nuclear of a hit, but people got hit hard because some people had all their crypto on BlockFi, or they had it all on FTX, Celsius. We all got convinced a bag of lies that they were going to be able to pay out 20. Ethereum is pumping. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you, chat. Get me on the ball, baby. Yeah, something's up because we got the, like, for the first time in a 2 year, I don't know how long, years, for the first time, we're pumping on ETH. Oh my gosh. It hasn't been years, but gosh, it feels like it. It freaking feels like it. Let's go to the ETH chart. Let's pull it up. Let's go to the ETH chart. Where's our ETH, baby? ETH USD. Yeah, it looks like it's pumping up on this little trajectory here. On the 45 minute. It looks like it's trying to break into a neckline right there. If you're looking at the 4 hour, you can see that was a nice bottom at 1700. That was a sweet bottom. Whoever got along on that, congratulations. That was a sweet entry. Nice entry. Any of these entries right here, really good. A lot of bearishness was on ETH, so I think anyone who counter-traded the ETH bear, you are a legend. So congratulations to any people that were like, I'm bullish on ETH. And they helped the culture. They helped the community. I think we're due for a $2,500 ETH. So once we break this resistance here, we're just going to range between 23 and 25. Like, that's the next trading range. If we're looking at this, this looks like a pretty and look, the 200-day moving average for ETH is freaking 2,800. On the 4 hour, it looks showing 2,800 for a moving average for ETH. So like we're so oversold. We are so oversold to a point where it's like it's freaking ridiculous that ETH isn't even back up to where it should be. So let's go. Let's get this party started. Let's get this party started, brother. I don't know why I started talking like this, brother. Let's go. Maybe too much coffee and not enough food. Let's go. Let's go, brother. Let's go, ETH. We need Dancing Vitalik. Where's Dancing Vitalik? Wait, that's Doge. But we can dance with the Doge. Guys, smash up the likes. We're having some fun today. We're having some fun. Alt season. I'll give you your alt season. But here's my simple ETH chart. Here's my simple ETH chart. Simple, simple, simple. Here's where ETH should be. Between 10 and 15K per the trend line from the previous markets. If you were to, this is just a trend line from the tops of each market. We should be at 15K. I know, that was like Hulk and Randy Savage together. I was like, I'm like, brother. I don't know, and I don't even know. I don't even know who that was. Brother, listen. We gotta pump ETH right now. ETH has got to pump. Let's go ETH, baby. Whoop! We need this over here so then we can smash the horn and I can, sorry guys, headphone users wrecked. Headphone users wrecked just for a second because I got to give the... Shout out to David Gogstein. for not getting me on his damn show yet. He was like, yes, contact my assistant and we'll get you on, brother. Well, damn it. It hasn't happened yet. So once that happens, then we will truly break out of the matrix. Tag David Goggstein in a post on Twitter, and let's make this happen immediately. Okay. All right. Something ain't right. Something's up. Something's up. What's going on? Are we getting resistance? Gosh. Oh my gosh, guys. Tell you what, this is gonna be shaky. I don't like this. We just hit that resistance. We just hit resistance again at this level. It's nasty. It's super nasty. But we're waiting. Look, 85.2. 85.2. 85.2. Come on, that was where, boom, boom, right there. We need 85. We need 85 too. Jason Crypto said, I'm only 400 away from 4,000 subscribers. It's pretty awesome. I will say, though, guys, to be honest, the subscribers, like the subscriber count, actually kind of doesn't matter. If you have 1,000 subscribers, but every person actually comes in and watches the channel, then it doesn't matter if I have 10,000 subscribers. Because if I only have 20 people watching, then it doesn't matter. So I can get 4,000, but until I have 1,000 people, of those 4,000 people that are subscribed are going to watch the live stream and like the videos and watch the content, then I could have 100,000 subscribers and it still wouldn't matter. So until the people that are subscribed to the channel actually come into the live stream, then it doesn't matter. It's all about metrics, watching metrics. There's probably 2,000. There's 3,000. How many people are subscribed? There are 3,400 people that still don't pay attention to the channel that they're subscribed to. If you think about it, I went live and apparently 3,000 something people are subscribed, but they're not in here. So where the hell are they? But you guys are here. You are OGs. You are the faithful remnant. All 16 of you that are in here on YouTube, you're going to make it. Headband doesn't think you're going to make it. If you're not holding XRP, Headband will think you're not going to make it. Oh my gosh, look at this. Look at this. We need the pump song. We need the pump song right now. We need it. Let's go. We need the pump song immediately. It's coming in. Let's do it. Because it's going to dump, then we're going to pump. Sing it. Sing it out loud. Casper right now. We need Jason Casper. Sometimes we have too much fun. Sometimes we have too much Yeah, look at that. Look at these.
Hucksters, fraudsters, scam artists, Ponzi schemes, 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 hucksters, fraudsters, scam artists, Ponzi schemes.
Ah! It's SPF. The banana zone. I know we've been talking with the banana zone. We're getting into we've been in the wrecked zone. But let's reverse it. Reverse. Cha-cha, real smooth. Turn it out. To the left. Take it back now, y'all. One hop this time. Bam. Cha-cha, real smooth. Turn it out. To the left. I know, it's crazy. Well, he's back. He's back at MIT, I think, and he's telling people to read the Satoshi white paper. I love it. Oh my gosh, the volatility right now, guys. Can we handle it? Can we make it? Can we come out alive today? We said we gave ourselves $100 today to trade with. We said, look, we're gonna see how we do. We're gonna see what happens. Duffy Newman said, any way to turn up your volume? Oh, sorry. Oh, is it better now? Whoops, I think I turned it down. I turned it down because I was screaming in the microphone. Is it better now? Is it better? Is it better now? Does it sound better? Oh, this is freaking crap. This is some crap, guys. Come on, we could push up to 85. We can't. Really, Bitcoin whales. You can't push it to 85. 85? It's not that far away. It's $500. It's only $500. What the hell is this shit? This is insane. This is insane. This is insanity. All right. That was a stop loss. We hit a stop loss. Let's see what's going on. Stupid Bitcoin whales. This is Bitcoin whale. This is market manipulation at its finest. How the hell are they not going to push it up to past 85? We're above the 200-day. Can we just push it? We got to push it. We've got to push it. Yeah, we could have exited out of these trades just a little earlier. We were up $120 in profit from the original 100, so we were already doubled up. But I predict another doubling up, and then we'll take it there. But if not, we got stop losses set and say, hey, go back to the drawing board. No big deal. Looking like we could. It's looking like we could get. I don't see how we couldn't just get to 85. At least just push the 85. At least just push the 85. Just push the 85. Yeah. This is why I have this level marked here. I'm like, this is the obvious level where it seems like it wants to go to test it. It wants to test this level. It's moving up to try and test it. Can we just that, because this is some major resistance, so it's potential, but we have to test this here. If we can break that, then we're good. Then we can go to, then it would be off to the races to 86. But I think what's happening here is we're getting a stopping point, because in 2 hours, but what usually happens is they break the interest rates before the actual meeting even happens. So I always notice that. I'm like, the posts and the interest rates and the data comes out, and then they have the recap meeting, and then the markets go. Yeah, it's really trying to move into this level. God, and it's swinging the freaking markets too. It's swinging them. Swinging them around for sure. Let's see what's happening on here in terms of volume. I want to see what's trading at high volume right now. Highest volume traded tokens right now, obviously BTC, ETH, Sol, XRP, Pepe, and Doge, according to volume metrics on OURBIT. Link in the description for Albert if you want to spot buy, futures trade, get opportunity to get the airdrop of the token. The Doge looks strong too. That was the other trade that we wanted to get in, was the Doge trade. We did Pepe instead, but Doge could also be a pretty decent setup as well. The moving average of Doge right now is actually at 23 cents. So the target for Doge is actually 23 cents, sitting at that from the 17, which would be a pretty decent setup. And because we could potentially have a wicked bounce here. We're gonna see what we can do. We're gonna see what we can do. Look at that. Okay. All right, Bitcoin. We're almost at 30 likes. You are amazing. Thank you so much. We are super close. We are so close. Let's see. If you didn't know, we had a poll here. Will XRP break all-time highs this week? We had 46% say yes. 42% said no, and 12% says don't care. I buy 2 different Bitcoins. I'm glad that a couple people at least picked that. That was the one we picked. We said we don't care either way because we buy 2 different Bitcoins. We buy Bitcoin and we buy Harry Potter Obama Sonic Teninu, also known as the ticker Bitcoin. And so let's pump it up. We DCA'd into the ticker and we DCA'd into Bitcoin, if you're wondering what we bought. So we'll go real quick to the what am I buying? Well, we bought the ticker and we bought Bitcoin. We simple man. Easy, simple. All right. All right. Yeah, I can't even talk. If XRP does go to that price point that we were calling for, the breakout, another XRP breakout, then we will be heading to about 3. We're going to head, this is the range that we're going to get in between 260 and 275. Okay, but if you're looking at the 4-hour, you're going to see that it's kind of trading up this, it's going to trade up this line here. Bounced off of here. So if it starts going in here, then that could, then another like resist, so it hits here, could hit resistance, go into 260, and then that could be like another bounce point. So just looking at this, and then 340. That was the last resistance level, 340 for XRP. Divergence. Bullish. Next resistance point, or point of, I think that we could get actually pretty quickly in the short term, could be that $4.30. It'd be a breaking new all-time high for XRP. But we do have people that are saying that they're thinking that XRP is going to crash, and it was what was it? It was Crash. Yeah, Crash was betting on XRP. Said, I think XRP will crash harder than any coin in the top 50 in the next 30 to 60 days. And he said, XRP all-time highs incoming. Said that yesterday. Just Jake is dope. I just have a different and unpopular opinion on XRP right now, and I'm happy to go against the consensus, even if it's people that I like that are bullish on XRP. Just an example to think for yourself, even if it's your friend or anyone you look up to or like. Instead of blame someone like most of you do, nobody says you had to share the same opinion and lose money because, oh, Crash, you were bullish. Oh, this person was bullish. I lost because of them. Yeah, exactly. It's like you don't have to like what I'm saying. You don't have to follow what I'm saying. Like this is entertainment purposes only. We're here to have some fun. We're here having fun. If you hadn't noticed. But, we actually, we obviously have more fun when price go up, so it's your fault. You told me to buy this. But I'm being serious though. I feel like there's a pretty good chance that we get at least today. I think today we might actually pump up here today. We might pump to $3 today. If we pump to $3 today, on XRP, I'll take half the position. I'll take half the position at $3. Yeah, why not? All right, and then so it just solidifies some profits. We could take the whole trade, but if you guys remember, I had an XRP trade in at $1.15. I was like, my entry was like $1, and I closed it for a measly $60 in profit. If I would have kept that trade open, it would be worth thousands of dollars. But I closed it at $60 in profit. And then I missed the mega run. And literally the next day pumped 100%. That was one of those facepalm moments where I was like, oh, God. I was like, really? Really? So I don't want to make that same mistake. So if I'll close half the trade, keep it open, we'll see what happens. If it could even get there. I mean, God, it might not even get there. We'll see. Hopeful. Be a mega pump. I'm liking that Bollinger Band, though, price, that $2.65. That's a pretty decent level, too. I'm liking that. I'm basically just, look, like, here's where we went up last time from this, like, exact level here. And we ran up pretty hard. And if we can hit here, break here, look at that support. That's some decent support that we can get back into $3. AGI, Delicium is pumping right now, 30%. AI narrative coming back into play. Did it ever leave? Or we just got distracted by all the AI agents? XYO doing really well. So yeah, the things that are doing well, XRP, XYO, ETH doing well. Sol doing well. or fairly well. 200-day moving average for Sol is 182. So could be looking like we're coming back into those 200-day moving averages for most of these coins, which could be a pretty decent trade opportunity. But we still have to keep out and keep the radar on the FOMC happening and the comments and all that stuff that's going to happen, whatever the heck Jerome Powell says. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. We've been streaming since 11 o'clock, so we got a nice stream in today. Had some good topics of discussion. I liked your opinions and your observations of the markets with me. Oh. Yeah, state of the market right now in the top 10. We got Bitcoin sitting at 84,600. We have ETH at $2,000.30 or $2,037. We have XRP at $2.52. We have BNB sitting at $608. We have a Solana 131. We have Cardano at 73 cents. Pretty decent. That's good. That's a good buy. Dogecoin under 20 cents, I think, is still a really good buy because, like we said, 200-day moving average, 23 cents. Tron at 22 cents. A lot of bullishness kind of with Tron coming up. Justin Sun bull posting. Chainlink under $15, $14. George, it's not until 2 hours, but what happens is about 15 minutes before 2 o'clock or whenever it happens, you start seeing the posts and people go, blah, the interest rates, blah, blah, blah. And it's like somehow they're getting the info right before it actually happens, because I noticed that. I'm like, I always see the posts on X of what the interest rates decision is before the time of when the meeting actually happens. So that's just what happens. Avalanche at $19 is that's pretty cheap too. SHIB. Anyone still bullish on Shiba Inu? Polkadot, Litecoin. Tell you one of the super strong coins I was pushing hard, like leading up into the Trump administration and also a little after, was Ohm, the RWA coin. This thing was doing numbers. I don't know if it's probably like cool. It's obviously cooled off now, but this thing was getting close to $9. I mean, it was just like going. It was just going and going, staircasing. And so it's cooled off now, but let's see what happens with this thing, because it was going wild. All right, people are still bullish on SHIB. Crypto Nobby said, I'm still holding SHIB, baby. Yeah, a friend of mine, he's still holding his SHIB. He has his SHIB from the past cycle. He's got his ETH, and he's like, he always asks me, he's like, what should I do? I'm like, just hold it, brother. Like, I mean, I think he has some ETH in Robinhood, and then he's got like his SHIB and Coinbase, and yeah. So I'm just like, I was like, don't sell it yet. I mean, like, let's give it some time. But yeah, he's got some SHIB, you know. That's with like a lot of the people that dived into crypto the last cycle. They bought a little Doge, they bought a little SHIB, they bought some Ethereum. Not a lot of them bought Bitcoin. Like, not a lot of people DCA'd into Bitcoin. They bought the stuff under it. You know, they bought the stuff that they were seeing on Robinhood, or, you know, it's kind of that play. That's why I think that retail, when they really do actually come back in, when retail really actually comes back in, they're going to buy the things that they remember. They're going to go, oh, I remember Doge. Oh, I remember these. And it could just be Could be literally that easy. And even for XRP, I mean, they go, oh, I remember XRP. Okay. That's probably why the normies end up talking about it. Like, what the hell? Are you talking about XRP all of a sudden? All right, let's see if our trades are surviving. Oh my gosh. What the actual F? What the actual F and F? We need some movements, man. We need this thing to move. This thing's got to get going. Oh, mystery. Mystery? Oh, are you talking? Oh, that coin. Okay. Yeah, apparently isn't this the mystery was the first frog that Matt Fuhrer drew? It was the first frog, meme frog. Yeah, it was like the first meme frog, right? Mystery the Frog in the Night Riders by Matt Fuhrer, the artist behind Pepe. Yeah. You can see whenever there was a descending wedge here, breakout, and it could be, yeah, a little bit of a descending wedge. It's like it's definitely hit a bottom if you want to call it. You know, it's definitely hit a bottom point. This is just one of those it's super highly speculative. You know, there's a lot of coins that look like this right now. A lot of the meme coins, massive pump, you know, try to recovery pump, and it's just, this is what it looks like. So if you're trying to buy up some of the, you know, you could call this as a you know, a DCA opportunity. You can say, all right, well, this now it's right back at these low points, and you could just, with a hope and a prayer, you know, chuck some money in this and say, all right, well, if it goes here, see what happens. Could pull some moves, but I don't know who's behind this. I don't know who's pushing it. You can see there's some liquidity provider, 3 liquidity providers. There's 12,000 holders. This is one of the wallets holding a supply. They're holding Mystery and USA Coin. This is another wallet. This looks like an exchange wallet. Yeah, Gate.io. It's a Gate.io wallet. That's not working. All right, what do we have? What's happening here? All right, we're going to be ending the stream here in just a moment. We got 20 people watching. Thank you guys for coming in. We're just coming towards the end of the stream. If you're just tuning in, welcome. You're at Dano Crypto's live stream with the Dano Dojo crew. If you want to join the Dano Dojo crew, consider being a member of the channel. Right now, as you can see, there's 0 new members. So if we were to get every person right now, all 23 of you, to become a member of the channel, we could have ourselves a damn party. We're going to have ourselves a party. We'll have ourselves a Bitcoin pizza party, and we'll do a members-only live stream where we're going to have some pizza, some drinks, and we'll have a special live stream. It needs to happen. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's get some new members. Won't you consider joining the Dano Dojo crew? And also, if you want to join the Discord link is in the actually in the chat. Was posted in the chat. If you want to just see how the community's heartbeat and pulse is doing, come in here and post some memes. Hang out and chat. You can even shill some stuff if you want to. But yeah. Kenyatta saying, please don't go. Sometimes we feel like we do streams that people are like, can you please stop? Can you please stop right now? You're going too far. Oh, man. Glasses are sitting real hard on my nose, as you can see. Give our eyes a break. When I take off my glasses, you can really see the previous cycles in my eyes. Look close. You can see how much pain I experienced from the previous cycles. Look at the pain. The suffering. This is the new iPhone to check the ETH price, by the way. This is some bull crap. This is some bull crap. Should have been scooping. Should have been scalping. Should have been scalping this damn thing. This might be a scalper's market today, guys. This might be the scalper's market. This just might be the scalper's market. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you so much for getting the stream to 30 likes. It helps so much to get these streams and these videos to that metric, because it helps so much with the views. It like pushes it out there. It's just like all the things. Did I forget my bot? We're getting some volatility here, guys. I think they're just trying to fake us out. They're just trying to fake us out. They really are. They're just trying to fake us out really hard. This is stupid. This is a fake out. They're gonna push it to 85. Come on. They're gonna push it. What is this? Really? You gonna do this to us again? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, however many freaking times. Come on. This is ridiculous. Come on, whales. Push it. Push the price. These market makers like Binance and all that, Coinbase, like all these freaking market makers, you're so good at like manipulating the price to the downside. Why don't you manipulate it to the damn upside for once? Like, why do you keep trying to smash the long traders? What is your fascination with supporting the bears? Like, you should put all these exchanges on blast and be like, how about you support the other side? How about you support people being bullish on crypto, wanting price go up? It's the exchange's fault. Don't forget that. Don't ever think that it's retail selling. They don't even have enough crypto to sell. It's the exchanges. It's not retail. It's so funny when people like when the market's dumping and people are like, who's selling Bitcoin? Why are you selling it? It's not retail. It's not retail selling. It's these freaking scamming exchanges. It's these scammers. You know who the scammers are? It's the exchanges. They all suck. It's the honest truth. You want to know who's trading against you? It's the exchanges. It's the exchanges. They have the insider information. They have the whales. They got the market makers. They got the supply. They're doing it. When you see stuff like this, it's the exchanges. And they want to blame retail for it. Get them out of here with that crap. I will not accept it. Absolutely not. I will not. Oh. Yeah, because then they'd really win. Yeah, they make so much money off of liquidating people and all that stuff, so makes sense. They don't make it. They don't make money when they don't make as much money when they have to pay you out. They're like, oh wait, we got to pay these people out. We don't want to do that. Then we got to pay you? No. All right, let's see that. Let's check the timeline. Let's check the timeline sentiment here. See some new posts. Anything breaking? All right, whale clips. 1 billion USDT on Tron DAO send. Oh, it was sent to HTX Global. So that was the signal. Buying time. So $1 billion of USDT was just sent to HTX. So let's go. This was breaking 3 minutes ago. Let's see, breaking. A Doge official is taking leadership role at U.S. aid after a federal judge ordered Elon Musk and Doge to reinstate U.S. aid's functionality as per AP. Huh. Interesting. All right, so let's see what Benjamin Cohen. Gather round, kids. I'm going to tell you about a time when everyone in the world would gather around to listen to one man tell us about the price of money. I don't think anyone can do a better old man voice or Trump impression than me. Hands down. I think I got it. I think I got it on lock. Oh, is this true? This is also breaking news. The first Solana ETFs to launch in the U.S. tomorrow. Okay. Okay. Let's look at Sol. Let's look at Sol right now. We got the Sol USD chart here on Coinbase, and then we got the Sol USD on Binance. Pretty about similar order book here. Easy range that Sol could be trading into is that 152, 160. This could be also like why Sol even went down as low as it did at these levels, 113, 122. I mean, low as crap. Because they were scooping it up for those ETFs. And they're scooping it up for the ETFs, and we actually get true flows into a Solana ETF. Are we gonna be pushing back all-time highs again? Let's hope for the best. Let's hope for the best. All right, guys, I think we're done here. We've had a lot of fun today. Thank you so much to everyone who has contributed to this live stream today with your comments, your observations, all that stuff. We really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much to We're just going to give some shout outs here. Shout out to Kenyatta, Kenneth, Sen, Perdita. Shout out to Satoshi Nakamoto, Crypto Nobby, or Crypto Nobody. I don't know why I called you Crypto Nobby. Okay. Jason Crypto. Shout out to George. Shout out to AI Griff. Shout out to Scottish Crypto. Shout out to Tony. AI Griff. Steve Randall Jr. Shout out to everyone who came in today. Really appreciate you. And yeah, we'll see you on the next live stream. Just remember, guys, we show you how to make simple, effective, and easy moves in the cryptocurrency ecosystems. And we want you guys to check out all the links in the descriptions. Check out OURBIT. Check out all of the exchanges that we like to use. You'll get fat, juicy bonuses for doing so. All of the exchanges right now that we are affiliated with are running trading competitions. They're running bonuses. They're just like, there's all these opportunities with those links that you can get some extra crypto or some extra trading funds and things like that by completing all of the tasks. And make sure you guys are also checking out Beancoin. It is a direct sponsor of the channel as well. This is the world's first true coffee crypto brand, and we are going to make this thing explode. So if you're going to be with me now, you are in the beginnings of one of the most bullish crypto coffee companies in the world. So if you want to go ahead and be part of the street team, get a shirt, all that stuff, and also order the coffee, buy the coffee, check out and see if you like the coffee. And yeah, we'll have some fun. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you later. Now a word from our sponsors.
This token is the end game. It's the shitcoin of shitcoin. I mean, imagine telling your coworker you're quitting because Harry Potter Obama Sonic 10 and you coin. Boom! Imagine the media reporting on Harry Potter Obama Sonic 10 and you. Ticker is Bitcoin, breaking 1 billion market cap. Now, unless you hate money, go ahead and visit
HPOSNI.com.